In this video, I will show you how to complete Jasper Active Excel Lesson 2.2, Learn to add and delete rows, columns, and cells. From the main Jasper Active menu, please click on Lessons, and then click on the second lesson called Manage Data Cells and Ranges. Click Start on Manage Data Cells and Ranges. And for this exercise, we are going to select the second one called Learn to add and delete rows, columns, and cells. So click on Learn to add and delete rows, columns, and cells. In this exercise, you will learn how to add or delete rows, columns, or cells. Let's click Start. And let's pay attention that there are 4 parts to this one. All right, number 1, select any cell in row 5. So to know what row you're on, you're going to look at the numbers on the left-hand side of the screen. Let's select any cell in row 5. And on the Home tab, we're going to click the 3 dots for more options and choose the option to Insert Sheet Rows. So click on the 3 dots, Insert, and Insert Sheet Rows. So now our table moved down and row 5 is blank. All right, let's insert 2 rows in the middle of the data. So let's click the gray row headers for 7 and 8. So on the left-hand side of the page, we're going to click and drag on row 7 down to row 8. So they are both selected. And we're going to go to the More Options 3 dots and go to Insert. And this time we just clicked Insert and it automatically inserted 2 rows. Also in Excel, you can right-click to choose Insert, but we're not going to anymore. All right, let's click Submit on question 1. And we're on number 2, Insert a column. So what we just did was insert rows. Now it's time to insert a column. By default, columns are inserted to the left of the currently selected one. So let's select column B, and by clicking on the B at the top, it selects the entire column. On the Home tab, let's go to those 3 dots for more options and click Insert. It automatically inserts a new column to the left. Click Submit on question 2 to go to question 3. We're going to add some new data. Let's start in A7. A7, we're going to type janitorial with a capital J. Please make sure you spell the word correctly to get points for this. In cell A8, we're going to type the word vehicle, capital V, EHICL. Pay really careful attention to those spellings and capitalization. In C7, we're going to type 100, and in C8, we're going to type 475. Remember, you can pause this video at any time to complete the steps on your own device. All right, we're going to select cells C7 and C8, and it's important when we select that you click and drag in the middle of the cell. You don't want to click the autofill box. You want to click and drag from the middle of the cell, C7 and C8, and we're going to copy and paste these values into D7 to E8. I'm going to select D7 to E8 and paste. So copy with Control C and paste with Control V. And you'll notice we pasted into 4 cells even though we only copied 2. It knows to do that. All right, click Submit on question 3, and now we're on question 4. All right, it says to be careful and watch where the cursor is before you delete a row, column, or cell. While you can undo the deletion, if you performed a number of actions after the deletion, you may lose other data that you changed. So let's click the row selector button for row 8. The vehicle row, we'll select the whole row. We're going to right click in row 8, and we're going to choose the option to delete rows. Notice that when an entire row is selected, Excel will remove the entire row without waiting for other commands. So we delete rows, and now that vehicle row is gone. All right, select any cell in column B. And on the Home tab, we're going to go to the More Options, 3 dots. Click the arrow for Delete and choose Delete Sheet Columns. So this time we're going to remove all of column B. All right, let's go to cell C8. C8. And we're going to press Delete, or on your Chromebook, it'll be Alt Backspace. And then press Control Z to undo the delete. And then we're going to go to the More Options button and click Delete here. And you'll notice it shifted all of those values straight up. So because we selected only one cell, Excel removes only that cell, and all the other data in the column shifts up. If you want to see all the delete cell options, you can open the Delete Cells dialog box. Let's press Control Z to reverse that action. With C8 still selected, on the Home tab, click the 3 dots for More Options, click the arrow for Delete, and then we want Delete Cells and Shift Up. Delete Cells and Shift Up. There we go. Let's press Control Z again. And let's select cells C7 to C8. Got 2 cells this time. Let's go to the More Options, and this time we're going to click the arrow for Delete, and we're going to choose Delete and Shift Left. So this time our data is shifting left instead of shifting up. All right, and that is the last question. So click Submit and Finish, and you have now completed this exercise. Click Finish and back to my lesson.